Hi guys, and welcome back to another review of The Boys, Season 3, Episode 6. So this is probably like the best and worst episode of Season 3, and it's kind of for obvious reasons why I'd say it's the worst, because of the scene, if you know what I'm talking about. Kind of worse than the first scene that we see in, Episode 1 of Season 3. Like, a lot worse, Jesus. I mean, that was, it was a bit much, and they just go all out in this scene with what the episode's called. So yeah, but then we also get like probably the best stuff we've seen so far this season, with Butcher actually fighting Homelander, something we've never seen before, and having like a tag team moment, kind of giving me like Captain America Civil War vibes. When Bucky and Captain America are fighting Iron Man. Like that's like one of my favorite fight scenes in a movie ever. And I just got those vibes when everyone's like teaming up to fight Homelander. Man, that was so cool. Yes. So obviously, I'm talking about spoilers. Obviously, so yeah, I'm just going. I'm just getting straight into it. Basically, man. Yeah, that was a great scene. Probably one of the best scenes of the show, and the best scene we've seen so far in season 3. But then it also has like the worst scene we've seen in season 3 and possibly the whole show. But man, that first scene, I can't even say this is like just a bit more too much, because you can just kind of tell Seth Rogen is having an impact in this show, and if things even get worse than that episode with what we see, oh god, in this episode, like episode 1 and 6, with like just the weird stuff he's been doing, man. And in that previous episode where Soldier Boy kills one of his old partners, basically, I don't know if that was his girlfriend or not. Yeah, but like the scene before that, yeah, it's just Seth Rogen, man. Like, I just don't like the kind of things that he adds to stuff. It's not me, man. I don't like it because it kind of goes a bit too far. It's too disgusting, and you already know what I'm talking about when it comes to disgusting stuff in The Boys. Like, that's all Seth Rogen, man. He's kind of having a heavy impact on the show right now, and I don't really like it. And if that kind of stuff is still around in season 4, I'd have to quit the show, man. I'm not. I don't want to look at that shit. I had to skip parts of the episode, a lot of parts of the episode, because of how far they actually go, man. Yeah, it's a bit much, man. That's why I don't like Seth Rogen, man. It's just his humor gets a bit too disgusting, man. I kind of liked it back in the day where he was just like in stuff, but when he's actually directing stuff, he can kind of ruin stuff. And if he's still around in The Boys season 4 and he does things that are even worse than what we've seen already, oh, I can't watch it, man. Because, like I said in a previous review, he kind of ruined a show called Preacher for me. But I think he had like full control of that show, so that's why he completely ruined it in season 2, man. Because season 1 was really good of Preacher if you've never watched Preacher, but season 2, oh, it wasn't for me, and that's why it probably got cancelled as well. He just went too far. Nobody wants to see that crap, man. Ugh, no, he goes a bit too far, man. And that's why I'll never like him, man. And if he ruins The Boys, I'll never forgive him for that, man. If he ruins The Boys, because I just wonder what they're gonna do if they actually take down Homelander, because they were so close to taking down Homelander in this episode. I mean, while also Butcher and Huey dying, because if Soldier Boy actually was able to get the shot on Homelander, he would have actually took him out. But he was able to get enough strength to escape, because man, there was tag teaming him, man. Even Huey got a blow on Homelander, which must have felt so good. Oh my god. It's just the direction that Huey's going in, and how Starlight just doesn't respect him at this point and is more on the side of, Milk, the black guy, who just has like, PTSD with Soldier Boy and what he did to his uncle, which we kind of find out the whole story now with what happened with his uncle, because basically, like, when Milk was a kid, he kind of walked up his dad, because I think his was it his dad who was a fan of Soldier Boy back in the day, and if he says if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have walked up his uncle, and his uncle wouldn't have died. He would have still been alive. So he kind of also blamed himself for like his uncle's death, and also wants revenge on Soldier Boy after all this time, because it's kind of had like a long lasting impression on him, and it's the reason why he got with Butcher and the gang in the first place. Yeah. So he kind of tries to fight Soldier Boy, but what he does nothing to him, and Butcher kind of tells him to leave Milk alone, basically. Yeah. And then we just switch to something else that I should talk about, I guess, with Starlight and what she does. So yeah, as for Starlight, I guess she kind of decides to not just follow orders, because when you're in the Seven, you can't just say whatever you want. You have to follow specific protocol. But she just kind of has enough of taking orders from people, especially probably because of how her mum kind of treated her with having to be a specific way to get where she is. And now she just wants to do what she wants, just like Homelander, but in her own way. That's actually gonna give like positive stuff instead of what Homelander's doing, and it's kind of inspiring people to do bad things instead of good things. It's just because a lot of people look up to Starlight, so she's gonna try do positive stuff with that. And she kind of has like an argument with Huey when they're inside that place, and Huey kind of takes her away from that place before things got really bad. And I kind of think like, what if Huey didn't do that? Like, would Starlight have got injured or not? Who knows, man. But at that moment, like, they kind of have like an argument about Huey wanting this power this whole time, and he just feels like he can't really because I feel like that's probably why I like how they kind of reference Robin when he talks to A-Train. And we even see a scene where A-Train actually apologizes to, Huey, which I'll talk more about A-Train in a bit, but yeah. Just the things that are going on with A-Train as well, yeah. I just wonder what they're going to do with his character by the end of the season, because he was kind of going back into hate this character territory from season 1, where it felt like they was trying to redeem him, but then he just went instantly back to hate when he snitched on, what was happening with the plan, Starlight's plans, so yeah. But we'll talk about him more. But yeah, Starlight, she basically, at the end, after the big thing happens, she basically says that she's kind of done following orders and that Soldier Boy is back. She just basically tells the internet, and there's probably going to be consequences for doing that. Like, who knows what Homelander will do, but since she's not with Huey anymore, I don't know if that's why she decided to do it, or she just wants to truly be herself now. Because even though if she's not with Huey anymore, she did care about him once, so she's willing to move on that fast from Huey. Yeah, I don't even know what to think about that. Yeah. Because she did love Huey, she just didn't like what he was turning into. So yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, man. Like, is she kind of selfish for doing that? Or, I mean, she's kind of still in the right because of not wanting to be a puppet. Even that person who was working for, who can, explode people's minds, she's willing to go up against her and say that she's not going to follow her orders, like even possibly being killed by her. Because she just wants to stand up for what she believes in now, basically. Which is kind of on the side of Milk, because she kind of helps him out as well. And it's kind of cool to finally see them have like some screen time together. Yeah. Because he didn't really like Starlight. He just hated all he was, which all the boys did. Yeah. But I guess she's kind of the one who's kind of holding him together right now, because I feel like Milk would have died anytime in this episode if it wasn't for her. So yeah. Gotta respect her for that. At least. Yeah. The stuff with A-Train, man. It was definitely probably the most interesting stuff we've got with A-Train since season 1 for me, because season 2 I didn't really care much for A-Train, and it seems like things were going downhill for him, but I didn't care because I didn't like A-Train, so because we had this redemption arc that there was seemingly doing at the beginning of season 3, but then it does something that makes me hate him again when he snitches on Starlight's plan, and then Supersonic dies and stuff. Yeah, who knows what's happened to Maeve. And now something happens to him, and we're supposed to care. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for his family and what happens to his brother, which he didn't die. He's actually paralyzed or something. But yeah, so he kind of feels bad for what happened. Like, it's like from it actually affecting him, he's actually realized all the things that he's probably done to people. So when he actually sees Huey in, the place, he actually truly apologizes to him, because he now realizes what he did to Huey and many other people that he's hurt. Because even Huey's kind of shocked about that, and he just, walks away. Yeah. To think that A-Train could be a better man than Huey is weird to say. But, he's still kind of doing things in a selfish reasoning. Especially when he, sees Blue Hawk at the party. And when, the thing happens, which, I'll get to by the end. I don't even know why I don't just say it, because I'm talking about spoilers anyway. I just want to save it for the ending, yeah. Yeah, he basically attacks Blue Hawk. And, Blue Hawk's just still being hostile and not really being forgiven for what he did. And all those people that he hurt, including his brother. So Blue Hawk just basically does a Carlos on him, if you know what I'm saying. Saints Row 2 fans, and just destroys him by putting his face on the wall and just mashing it while going super fast. And since A-Train couldn't really do that in that moment. He kind of has like a heart attack, so I guess he's in trouble right now. I mean, I don't care about him, but man, damn, he's been for a lot recently, anyway. Because I don't care about his character, but I kind of like what they're trying to do with him. But it's really weird to think. I don't know what to think about A-Train basically right now. Yeah, and he's probably gonna pull through, but being next to Blue Hawk's body, I don't know if that's gonna be suspicious or not. But with what happened, I don't even know, man. I mean, maybe they'll just blame it on Soldier Boy because Soldier Boy is going to be a villain to everyone now, kind of like Winter Soldier in Captain America, because nobody trusted Captain America's friend Bucky because of his Winter Soldier persona and what he did to Iron Man's family by killing them. So yeah, it's kind of like the similar storyline, like what they're using from Marvel into the boys, and I kind of like how they're remixing it. Yeah, into their own thing basically. Yeah. Because it's not exactly the same, but it's got similar elements. Because when I guess we'll get to it now. When Soldier Boy hears this sound, this is it Russian sound, it kind of makes him basically kill nearly everyone in the place, and so many Supes are injured because of it. He probably killed so many in that moment as well, and possibly he could have killed Starlight if he didn't take her out the area. And then we get to see Butcher and Soldier Boy confront Homelander, which is probably one of the best scenes in the whole show. Because I kind of wish this scene was kind of saved for another episode because, some of the stuff that happened before then, completely disgusting, man. Some of the most disgusting stuff I've seen in like a TV show, man. What the hell? Why are you showing me this? Seth Rogen, I hate you. God. But then this scene is like, I just hate that this scene's in this episode. I kind of wish it was in a better episode because some of the stuff that we see like midway through this episode. Because I kind of like how this episode starts off with seeing Homelander talk to himself like his Green Goblin. Which Green Goblin, you can't beat William Dafoe with how he does it. Like he does it the best when it comes to talking to himself, like his other persona. Like he does it the best, but it was kind of still a cool scene though. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to be the version of himself that he really wants to be, because he's still kind of having doubts. Like, can he really defeat the original Homelander, Soldier Boy? Because he was basically the Homelander for people back in the day. So, and now he's back, and he has no idea how strong he actually is. And then when he actually fights him, maybe Homelander actually is a little bit stronger than Soldier Boy. Because if Butcher wasn't there and he didn't have those powers, I think he would have defeated Soldier Boy. Yeah, but since they actually tag team him like Captain America and Bucky style to Iron Man, which Homelander is basically Iron Man in that scene because he's getting wrecked. But then like Huey comes and helps out, like just seeing them all tag team Homelander and actually hold him down, and then Soldier Boy is gonna do the final blow. Like that was just some epic stuff. I was thinking, whoa, are they actually gonna kill Homelander right now? No way! And then he actually gets enough strength to escape. Yeah, but that just makes me think like, can the Seven actually defeat Homelander, like, combining the rest of the Seven that's still around? Because I don't even know about Maeve, if she's dead or not. Like, they haven't even said anything, man. Like, if she's alive. Just basically, and then getting the other members, like Kimiko and Frenchie, which, his situation, like, he got kidnapped by his ex-boss. Then they kidnap Kimiko. Kimiko is able to fight him off and, kill him, but I guess his boss gets away. Which, whatever with that storyline, it doesn't really interest me that much anyway. And I kind of thought Kimiko lost her powers, and she still can't talk, so I don't know. I don't know what that scene was in the previous episode then. So maybe he was just happy that she's alive. I don't know. I don't even know what that meant then. I'm confused with that scene. Unless I was just thinking about the movie they was watching, Sitting in the Rain or whatever. Yeah. But I just feel like if they all came together, they could easily defeat Homelander, and then all that Soldier Boy needs to do is just do that cannon thing, and then it's all over. But then I'm thinking like, if they take care of Homelander, I still feel like Soldier Boy could be the next big threat, especially if he goes all Winter Soldier, because we haven't actually seen that from him. Yeah, we've seen him kill innocent people, but he does that by accident. He blacks out and he just kills people because he hears that sound that triggers him. But what if he actually went full Winter Soldier and just went around killing everyone? Just imagine, like, Morgan clear mode? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Imagine if that's what they did for season 4. Like, it's just like a full villain. My God, he'd be worse than Homelander because he'd be going around killing innocent people, man. I feel like it could cause more damage to people than Homelander much faster. Yeah, Homelander could probably kill a lot of people, but I feel like Soldier Boy could do it even faster with his nuke power. Yeah, man, he could probably destroy the whole city if he wanted to. If he charged up long enough, oh my God, he could be so dangerous. Yeah, but man, that fight at the end, that was awesome, and how they ended with Starlight, with her coming out with the truth, and how some of the heroes are just lying to you, and how she's not really gonna be Starlight anymore. She's just gonna be herself, Annie. Yeah, Annie January. And there's probably gonna be some backlash to that, but I guess we'll see next time. So yeah, I guess I'll just end the review here. Definitely a great episode and a bad episode at the same time because of that scene, which I just don't want to talk much about because it was just so disgusting. Yeah, I mean, the first scene in episode 1 was pretty bad, but my God, seeing what we see in this episode for like close to half, because it's like midway through, then a bit at the ending, but then we get that epic scene with them fighting Homelander. So that's what stops it from being a bad episode, because imagine if Homelander just missed them and basically the episode ends there, but we still get to see maybe Blue Hawk and A-Train, like, you know, that scene. I don't even know if that scene would still happen though. I still feel like he would have did something though. But since he kind of had an excuse and he could have just blamed it on Soldier Boy, yeah, I don't know. I'd still probably rate this episode a bit low. Probably my least favorite episode of the season so far because of, you know, that scene. Yeah. Oh God, I swear to God, if he has more control in season 4, I'm done. I can't watch the show anymore. Yeah, I'm enjoying the show more than anything that Marvel's doing right now because Marvel's just letting me down a lot, but I don't want to see that. No, thanks. And yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and peace.